I need one of those. Action. Good morning, everybody. So, as you saw by the caption of this video, this may or may not piss somebody off, but that's okay. Because this is America and we have the right to speak our minds. Isn't that right? So, as you guys said, or as you guys read, and I said, oh boy, do we have some things to talk about. There's been a lot of stuff going on this week, and I've been tagged in so many posts asking my opinion, I just figured I'm going to make a video. So I got to work a little bit early. I'm in the parking lot, and we're going to have a little discussion about all of this stuff. Now, let me preface this video with one quick fact. All of my opinions and views are my own, okay? Not ones related to my company, not ones related to my staff, not ones related to you, your mother, my mother, or, you know, your ex-girlfriend or whatever you want to try to relate them to. All right? But we're going to talk about it. These are my opinions. This is what I think. So we're going to start off with the first topic of discussion, Jacob Blake, the police shooting. Okay. I have done a video before on a different police shooting. That was the one that was at the Wendy's. What was that, Atlanta, I think? So Jacob Blake. All right. I want you guys to understand facts. I'm not going to push political agendas on you. I'm not going to push, my views on you. I'm going to give you my views, and I want you to comment below. If you agree, I want you to share this video. If you think this needs to be heard, let's spread it. Okay? I was a cop for over 10 years. I am now a business owner. So this is what we're going to talk about first. Jacob Blake, okay, admitted he was armed. We're just going to start that off. If you guys haven't seen that in the news, it's because your news is not reporting it. He has already admitted to police that he was armed. Okay, he was either armed or trying to arm himself, but he admitted to being armed with a knife. Let's put all that aside. Jacob Blake had a felony warrant for sexual assault against, I believe, a 16 or 15-year-old. I don't know the facts of the case, but that warrant exists. Does that condemn him to die? Absolutely not. But does that mean that he should probably have listened to the police and cooperated, and that would have probably got him being not crippled right now? Because I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but I believe he's in a wheelchair. Paralyzed from the waist down. I never like to see a police shooting. I never like to see anybody get hurt, anybody get killed, anybody get shot. I never like to see that. But you guys are trying to tell me that these protests over Jacob Blake being shot, you're protesting for the wrong reason, okay? This is not a reason to protest. I understood some of the protests before, okay? I understood some of the other, deaths related or the shootings related to police in the past. I get it. I understand what you're trying to debate. This man was not unarmed. This man was a threat. This man fought the police before he was shot. This man resisted arrest. This man tried to get into his vehicle to retrieve a weapon after being told several times that he should not go to his vehicle. Let me tell you something right now, that in my time as a law enforcement officer, if someone who is under arrest, okay, at that point, he is under arrest. The minute those cops are there, he is under arrest, okay? So they already said, you're under arrest, get down. They tried to tase him from what I understand. I don't know why the tase was unsuccessful, but it was. He walked away from the police. Everybody's got their guns drawn. You guys saw it. He tries to go in his car. He was either retrieving a weapon or he already had the weapon on it. I don't know all the facts. It has not come out yet. But either way, he has admitted to having a weapon, which was a knife. Okay? Whether there was a gun involved or not, I have absolutely no idea. Let's move on. He reaches into the car. Police, pop, pop, pop. He's still reaching at the second and third shot, just so you guys know. He already has been shot once, and he's still reaching for whatever he's reaching for. Now, I heard a lot of people saying, well, they should have waited until he produced a weapon. You guys are out of your minds. This is not the Wild West like it is, like you see in the movies, where police officers are not going to sit there and wait for a bad guy to turn, face them with a gun or a knife, and then attack. That's not how this works. Okay? By the time that cop had a chance to minimize that threat, to neutralize that threat by shooting him, if he was facing him with that knife, he could kill that police officer. Facts. 100%. One to the neck, through the eye, into the heart, the cop's gonna die. 100%. And if you guys think the Kevlar vest is stopping a knife, bing, bing. So this is a news flash. They are not going to stop a knife. They barely stop some bullets, okay? Especially with how cheap some agencies are getting because they're losing their funding. We can talk about that today too. I'm going to try to keep this video relatively short. So anybody protesting the Jacob Blake shooting, I need you to really get your head straight on this. That was a justified shooting all day. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that shooting. Jacob Blake asked for that shooting. He put himself in that terrible position that got him in the terrible situation he is in. And guess what? After he gets out of the hospital from that shooting, guess where he's going to go? Prison. Because he resisted arrest. He already had a felony warrant. He tried to retrieve a weapon. He fought the police. He's going to jail. It's already a done deal. So there's nothing else to discuss here. So we're going to move on. 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse. If you guys don't know about this shooting incident, he was the 17-year-old with a rifle, shot and killed one, and I believe he shot through somebody's bicep, like blew his arm all to hell. Terrible, terrible thing. So everybody's, up in arms. Why is this 17-year-old on the street with a rifle? That's a damn good question. I don't think he should have been. I don't think his parents should have allowed that. I don't think that he was thinking in his right mind. I think it's a very stupid thing to do. Okay? However, let's think of all the protesting and rioting, and I say protesting loosely because these were riots. They were burning cars. They were throwing Molotov cocktails. They are destroying property. They are looting businesses. They're menace to society. These are riots, okay? So Kyle Rittenhouse goes there, and he goes into the midst of these riots for whatever reason with a rifle. Open carry, rifle right across his chest. That's what this kid's doing. Is that a smart thing for a 17-year-old to do, or really anybody that is not a law enforcement officer? Absolutely not. Guess who was not around for any of that? Law enforcement. Guess who was not around any of that area when these shootings and rioting has been taking place? Law enforcement. Do you want to know why? Because law enforcement was too busy protecting its own buildings from being burnt, from rioters trying to burn down that city courthouse. Okay? So with no cops on the street, it turned into complete anarchy. Now, was Kyle Rittenhouse, yes. Kyle Rittenhouse, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep butchering his name. We're just going to call him Kyle. So was Kyle wrong in having that rifle and being at that protest, being a 17-year-old kid? There's debate whether it was legal he was carrying the rifle or not. Should he have been there? Absolutely not. That kid should have been at home. Period. No debate whatsoever. Will he probably be in trouble for carrying that rifle? Absolutely. Now, the shooting incident. If you guys did not watch the whole video, which, depending on what news station, they didn't show the whole video. He was threatened, screamed at. An entire mass of people were coming after him. The guy that I believe got shot in the head and the chest threw a Molotov cocktail at him in the parking lot while he was retreating. Okay? And then went to attack him. He was yelling, shoot me, some expletives in there. I'm not going to repeat them over the air right now. And after that, he ran from the scene, called the police from what I understand, got on his phone, said what happened, that there was a shooting, there's a riot, blah, 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 send police. Then he gets attacked again in the street. A guy hit him in the head with a skateboard. I don't remember if he got shot or not. Probably should have. And then the guy who got shot through the arm pulled a gun on him. Okay? So that guy pulled a pistol on him, pulled a pistol on the guy with the rifle, and then Kyle shot him, blew off his arm. You saw pictures of that. So let's give a little background story. The guy that got shot in the head and the chest, convicted sex offender. Weird. We are protesting this. Why? I'm not saying that, you know, people don't make mistakes in crimes and things like that, but let me tell you something right now. You're not going to see me shedding a tear over a convicted sex offender ever. So I don't know what you guys are debating about that. That looked like some poetic justice. Maybe, you know, we should be more worried about his victims for the sex offenses than about him right now being in the ground. Moving on from that, the guy that pulled the pistol, convicted felon, was not allowed to be carrying that weapon. Felon in possession of a firearm. It depends on what state it is. I believe it's a minimum 1 to 5 year sentence. It's a pretty serious offense. Felon in possession of a firearm is a very, very serious offense. So that guy was carrying a firearm illegally, pulled it on that kid, tried to shoot him, obviously. Kyle Rittenhouse, boom, blew his bicep off. All right. What does all this have to do with defund the police? Let me explain something to you guys. If you defund the police, this is going to become commonplace. If you defund the police, rioting can happen without any recourse, okay? People can loot without any recourse because there's no cops. There's nobody around. This Kyle Rittenhouse situation would not have happened if the police were there. The police would have quelled that situation and controlled it. We do not need to defund the police. We need to fund the police. All right? I'm an ex-police officer. The main problem law enforcement has today in 2020 is funding. There are agencies, everybody's asking, where were the body cameras? Where were this? Where was that? There are agencies that won't pay for body cameras because they can't afford it. They literally can't afford it. Government grants, not happening. You want to defund the police. You want to defund the police, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be anarchy. All right? Kyle Rittenhouse is wrong for being there, but he is absolutely justified in protecting himself from that mob. They attacked him. He did not incite that incident, and all video evidence shows it. You may not see that on your local news station. You're not going to see it on CNN. You're not going to see it on a lot of mainstream media. You know, guys, this is really simple. You cannot defund the police and expect there to be peace. It's not going to happen. Criminals commit crimes, no matter what laws are in place. That's just what happens. So with these criminals, you need to have law and order. You need to have law enforcement there to stop these situations from happening. That shooting didn't have to happen. Am I sad about that sex offender dying or that idiot felon with the pistol getting shot in the arm and having his bicep blown off? Now, you're not going to see me shed a tear. Do I not like the fact that someone had to die because of that incident? No, I don't like it. I don't like people dying and getting shot. That's pretty much it. Okay? Defund the police is stupid. Don't care what you say. It needs to be funded. Highly funded. Rioting. Really? With the rioting. Again, not only are these people rioting and looting for reasons that are just unbeknownst to me, I don't understand the reason, because they riot as soon as they get one sliver of information without getting all the facts. So you're upset about a police shooting that is 100% justified, that the suspect 100% brought upon himself, and you're going to burn your city to the ground because of that. You're going to destroy all of the local businesses and destroy people's lives because of that. I will not understand the rioting. I will not understand the looting. I will not stand for it. If that happens around me, I am a CCW holder. I will protect my property, and I will protect the property of any victim around me. Not only do I have the right to do that, as an ex-police officer, I feel I have the duty to do that. This is not something that is okay in America. Okay? And like I said, I'm keeping this conversation completely apolitical. Whatever your political beliefs are, this is common sense stuff, guys. Okay? This is common sense. We need to have some common sense when it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to shootings, when it comes to anarchy. Okay? And what we really are missing is when it comes to media. When's the last time you guys have actually heard real news? I don't remember. All I hear from one side of the news is Trump is bad, protests good, vote for Joe Biden. On the other side, protests are bad, maybe some COVID stuff, vote for Trump. Cool. Can we actually get to some news? So here's what I've been doing, and I suggest you all do it too. Sky News Australia. Very easy to listen to because they speak English. Do they have awesome accents? Absolutely. It makes the news more interesting. So I listen to this Australian Sky News network, and it's great. It makes me happy because there's no bullshit. I hate swearing on my videos. Sorry for you sensitive-eared people. There is no BS going on in this news. They have absolutely no relation to the United States, okay? Our politics don't matter to them. Do our policies sometimes matter to them? Maybe, okay? But they have no political agenda here. They report the news as is. Guess what they're reporting on? They're reporting on madness in the United States. They're reporting on rioting, looting. They're saying the United States is out of control, that defunding the police is crazy. That's what they're reporting. Go watch it. YouTube, Sky News Australia. It's going to wake you up. It's going to wake you up. Last but not least, you might get a little mad about this, some of you. What happened to COVID-19? What happened? I'm actually asking. I want somebody to comment below what happened to it. Why have I not seen drastic amounts of news reports on deaths and, COVID numbers and immunity, and it disappeared all of a sudden? Why? Why would it disappear all of a sudden? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that COVID wasn't real or isn't real. It's a virus. That shit sucks. I've had several people that are friends that got really, really sick from it. Okay? It's a real, actual virus. But was it politicized? Was the media politicizing, and was the media emphatically emphasizing how drastic COVID was? Yeah. Yeah. It's not even a debate. The fact that it disappeared from the news cycle, almost overnight. They all went to the riots, to politics. Hey, November's right around the corner. Now it's all politics. That's all the news cycle is. So my immediate thought is, if this was all so dangerous and so drastic and we're all going to die and masks and this and that, where to go? Why isn't that still in our face all the time? Because politicizing. That's what it is. The media likes to hype you up. You want to know why? Because they want the views. They want the shares. They make money when you watch. They make money when you get mad at the posts. They make money when you share all this stuff. I'm not making money right now. I should be in work right now, actually 8 minutes ago. I'm probably going to get yelled at by my own staff. But you need to realize that they are not your friends. They're not reporting facts. They're not reporting news. They're reporting what they want you to hear. Defund the police. Defund the media. Let's see what that does. Stop watching CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Yeah, Fox News. I'm a conservative. I have some libertarian-leaning ways. I like small government, but I'm a conservative, pretty much through and through. And I don't like Fox News either. I'm watching Australian news to find out what's going on in the United States. because it's not politicized, because there's no agenda. This is what I suggest you do. I suggest you get your real facts from somewhere else. Watch international news about the United States, and you are going to be so surprised. You're going to be like, whoa, wait a second. They didn't say it like this. They didn't put this fact there. Why didn't they show this portion of the video? It's time to wake up. Happy Friday. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like these videos, please share them. Please like them. Comment. Tag your friends. Because you know what? I'm sick of the nonsense. I'm sick of people constantly spreading nonsense. We need real conversations in here. No matter what side of the political aisle you are, no matter if you're black, white, sorry, someone just called me. No matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, whatever you are, we can all get along. We can all have a good conversation. That's what it's all about. I hope you guys are going to have a great day. I hope you guys have an absolutely great weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to go to work. I love you guys. Please comment below. I want to know your thoughts.